Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Hello everyone. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good night for somebody. Okay. I hope that I'm audible to everybody. There's no problem with my voice or the image quality or something like that. No issues. Great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. So, good evening, everyone. It's great to see you guys right over here in this bootcamp for Python and deep learning. Okay. So, this will be a 7 days bootcamp that we'll be having, and we'll be having a extreme blast learning about everything. Okay. So, you don't have to worry about it. And yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening. We'll just wait for 5 more minutes so that everyone is able to join us, and then we'll start off with our today's class. Okay. Okay. In that point of time, let me just introduce myself. My name is Shaurya, and I've been a software engineer, a data analyst, a data scientist, a full stack engineer, a machine learning engineer at various companies like Geo, Reliance, Fastnell, and Google as well. I've been teaching for a very long period of time. I got selected in the Google Explore ML program as well, where I had to go into various colleges and I had to teach different technologies like data science, machine learning, full stack web development. So, and I have been taking up these boot camps for almost 2 years up till now. I've taken up more than 500 boot camps up till now on various different topics and various different technologies as well. So yeah, this is our boot camp that we are going to conduct on Python and deep learning. That was a quick introduction about myself. I would love to know about you guys as well. If it's possible, let's have some introduction that we are able to see. Okay, if you guys are interested, do let me know about you, like from where are you from and what you are currently pursuing. That would be extremely great to see. So the entire mode of communication in this entire 7 days would be in English, because we have some students who are from outside India as well. So we have to make sure that everybody is able to understand it. We have people from Rajasthan, Uttarakhand. We have people from Thapar University, BTech third year. Okay, great. Punjab, West Bengal, BBA. We have students from Orang. Guy was not able to see that. Mumbai. Okay, great. So I'm myself. I'm a Bihari. Like my father is Bihari, my mother is Maharashtrian. I've been living most of my life in Gujarat, and currently I'm in Bangalore, because all software engineers, they are either in Gurgaon, Mumbai, or Bangalore, or Hyderabad. So I'm the Bangalore one. Okay, great. We have people from Bits Pilani as well. That's great, amazing, guys. So Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Norway. That's great. Lebanon. Okay. So we have international students as well. That's great. Okay. Kerala, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Chennai, Chandigarh University, VIT Vellore, LPU, Delhi. Okay, so there are a lot many number of students. Great. So we have a student from KWIT as well. From KWIT, most of your seniors are my friends. Those who are from KWIT University, most of your seniors are my friends, and they are here with me in Bangalore. Someday we'll have a get together as well. Okay, that's great. So again, for this entire 7 days, the only prerequisite that you need to know for the next 7 days is English. I don't expect anything else from you guys. Okay, don't worry about it. Everything I will be telling you guys from the utmost scratch, from the utmost basics. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, we'll be starting from the utmost basics and taking you guys to the most advanced level. Not most advanced, at least intermediate level itself. Okay, in the next 7 days, we are going to start off with Python. Then we'll be moving towards NumPy. Then we'll be going towards your machine learning and deep learning. And then we'll be having the project in deep learning as well. So that is everything that we are going to study in the next 7 days. Okay. So again, like I said, the only thing that you need to know is English. I hope that you are comfortable with understanding what I'm saying. Like I may have an accent or something like that because I'm an Indian. So there's an Indian accent right over there. But still, like, do bear with me, try to understand as much as possible, try to gain as much knowledge and information as possible from the next 7 days. It will be really amazing to meet you guys as well someday. Okay. 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 So second year BSc, okay, that's great, from science. Okay, so should we get started with the session, guys? Should we get started with the session, guys? Please let me know. Should we get started with the session? Please let me know, guys. Okay, great. Amazing, guys. So I'll just give a quick intro about me once again. My name is Shaurya. I've been a software engineer, a data scientist, a data analyst, a full stack engineer, a machine learning engineer in companies like Reliance, Jio, Fastnell, and other companies as well. I've already worked with Google as well. I went on behalf of Google to various different colleges, and I used to teach students in like data science, full stack, and other technologies as well. I've been taking up these boot camps the past 2 years. Up till now, I've taken up 500 boot camps on various technologies, and I heartily welcome you to this particular boot camp on Python and data science, deep learning. Okay, so in this boot camp, again, the only prerequisite is like English. We'll be learning Python, we'll be learning NumPy, we'll be learning machine learning, we'll be learning deep learning from scratch. You don't need to know any of this from before starting this bootcamp. You need to know only English. That's it. That's the only thing that I'm expecting from you guys. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class. Okay, so let me just open this up so that I'm able to show you the same. This is what you are currently watching. Okay, this is what you are currently watching right now. Okay, so this is the video that you are currently watching. Down the description of the video you will be able to find a link. Okay, down in the description of the video you'll be having a link, as you're able to see, notes. Okay, you're having a link saying notes. So this is the video that you're currently watching. Okay, this is the video that you're currently watching, although I'm getting an ad by, I don't know why, but you will be, if you are scrolling down below, you will be able to see that in the description of the video you are having a note. Okay, you are having a note right over here. Just click on this particular note. It will open up the notes for today's, like the next 2 to 3 days. We are going to cover all these topics up. Everything I've already made it for you guys, all the notes and everything, so that you don't have to worry about it. It would be a fairly easy thing for you as well. Okay, there's a lot of different topics that we will be studying. Okay, and we will try to make sure that you guys are able to get as much as possible from this particular bootcamp. Okay, so that is my aim, and that I will be delivering upon it. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, the next thing that you need to know is this particular bootcamp has been brought to you in partnership with Microsoft and Google. Okay, so at the end of the day, you will be getting certificates from 3 companies, that is DevTown, Google, and Microsoft. And I'm able to understand that most of you are like, sir, we only care about the last 2 certificates, not yours. And I'm able to understand that as well. I will also think about it in such a way itself. But nevertheless, we'll try our best so that we are able to learn as much as possible. Now, what is the criteria for the certificates and how I'm going to take up your attendance and everything, I will be telling you guys at the end of today's class itself. Okay, at the end of today's class, not right now. Okay, we will try to make sure that you are able to study as much as possible. Okay, so at the end of today's class, we will be telling you guys how the attendance will be taking place and how you have to, like, how you will get the certificates and everything. I'll be telling you guys at the end of today's class. Now, there will be many questions in the live chat that will be very repeated. If you're able to see a question that I've already answered, just be a very good part of this community and please try to answer them as possible. It will help me to focus upon the teaching as much as I can. Of course, I will try my 100% best so that I'm able to answer as many questions as possible as well. Every single day for the next 7 days, you will be having classes for 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay, the classes will be for 1 to 1.5 hours every single day, starting from 8 o'clock in the evening. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, so 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay, 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay, so can we start? So let's get started right away, guys. Now, first of all, let me introduce you to the programming language, that is Python. Give me a second, guys. I will just open up the live chat on my phone so that I'm also able to see what is happening right over there. Okay, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Usually I sit along with my phone itself. Today I forgot to take that along with me. Okay, so yeah, let me just open up the live chat on my phone so that I'm able to see you guys as well. Okay, great. So in this particular program, we will be starting out with Python. Okay, we'll be starting out with Python. Now, why is Python such an important language to learn? That is something that we'll be discussing first of all. Then we'll be starting out with the practicals as well. Okay, Python was invented by Guido van Rossum. He's the creator of Python. He was currently working. First of all, he worked in Dropbox, and he joined Google, Microsoft. I think so. He has left Microsoft as of this particular point of time, and he believed in one particular concept, that is programming for everybody. Okay, he believed in this particular concept called as programming for everybody. That it shouldn't be like programming shouldn't be very hard for anyone to learn. It should be as easy as possible, so that everyone from around the globe, no matter what the background is, no matter from even if they know English or not, they should be able to program. And that is the concept that created the entire programming language by Guido. Now, moving on from there, Python is one of the most versatile languages in the entire world. Okay, it is the second most used language after JavaScript. JavaScript is the first most used language, and the second most used language is Python. Python is used in like technologies like AI and machine learning, big data, deep learning. You are having your blockchain, cyber security, you are having your IoT, you are having web development. Every single technology that you can dream of, Python is being used in that particular technology. That's why Python is also known as one of the most versatile languages right now. Python became such a versatile language because of its ease of use, because of its like shallow learning curve. It is very easy to learn Python because it is very similar to the English language. If you're trying to read a Python code, you will be able to see that it is like very similar to English itself. Okay, if you are able to see from right over here, like if you are writing something like print hello world, easily able to see that what do you mean by print in English, to print something, to show something. Hello world, you want to print something, that you want to print hello world on your screen. So you're able to see it's like a very shitty English language, like a particular person who does not know English language, he has very bad grammar or something like that. Like if you're reading a Python code, you will think of it in that particular way. So it's very easy to understand and learn the Python programming language as well. When you're dealing with a concept like data science, deep learning, machine learning, AI, Python is the most used language in this particular field. And that is the reason why we will be also learning Python in this particular bootcamp. Okay, so shall we start off with learning Python, guys? Like I said, the only thing that you need to know right now is English and nothing else. The only thing that you need to know right now is English and nothing else. We'll be learning everything from scratch. It's a beginner level course. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, again, there's no cost associated with this bootcamp. This bootcamp is 100% free. There's no cost associated with the bootcamp or the certificates. Everything is free in this bootcamp, so don't worry about it. Shall we start? Great. Okay, now I'm able to understand that most of you might not be having a laptop, or you might not be having a good laptop at the end of the day. Okay, so we will be using Google Colab. Okay, we'll be using Google Colab for the entire 7 days. Okay, now what is Google Colab? Now whenever you are writing a program or any type of thing that you're running on your own laptop, let's say a Python program itself, it is utilizing your computer's CPU, it is utilizing your computer's GPU, it's utilizing your computer's RAM, and that might make your computer go berserk on some day, and your motherboard may burn out. I've already lost 2 laptops up till now. One was my MacBook Pro, and the other one was the HP Pavilion X360. It was like i7 10th generation with 12 gigs of RAM as well, and it was burned out completely. So that is the reason why I usually suggest students to go with Google Colab. Google Colab is a free resource by Google, okay, which helps you to write and practice and learn data science and Python from your browser itself. Even if you are from your mobile phone, even if you are from a tablet, even if you are having a smart TV, you can write your code anywhere. Okay, so let's first open up Google Colab. One more suggestion, guys, whenever you are in this particular bootcamp, do not code along with me. Okay, there's a lot of different stuff that we need to cover. If you're coding along with me, you will be missing out on what we are saying. Okay, you will be missing out on what I'm saying right now, and I don't want that. Okay, so please keep that in mind, guys, that you should always, like, whenever I'm teaching, just listen to me very carefully, see everything very carefully. That is the reason why I'm providing you with the notes and everything. Okay, the code, notes, and everything right over there. So please try to make sure that whatever I'm saying, you are listening to me very carefully. Okay, and as far as the attendance link, certificate criteria and everything, we'll be discussing it at the end of today's class, not right now. Okay, at the end of today's class. Okay, so let's first search our Colab. Okay, let's search for Colab right now. Okay, just go to google.com. and we'll search for Colab right over here, COLAB. So why Colab? Okay, why Colab is such a, like, why Colab is not utilizing my computer's resource for running the programs? Now Google basically wanted, like, Guido van Rossum, programming for everybody. Google also took that to its heart. It wanted every single person around the world to be able to learn programming learn data science, learn programming without without getting the access to a laptop. Okay, from your mobile phone as well, you are able to do this. What is happening right over here is, let us open a particular notebook. Let's create a new notebook right over here. I'm just showing you an example. Okay. So it is taking a time to load it up. Give me a second. Right over here. Okay. So right now, when you're clicking on this particular connect button, okay, on the right hand side, you are able to see this connect button. Okay. When you click on this particular connect button, it will allocate you some resources on the servers of Google. It will allocate you some resources on the servers at Google. Now, what is happening is, right now you are getting a great, okay, view resources. Let us look at the resources itself. So, you can use a GPU, you can use a TPU, that is a temperature processing unit. The GPU that you will be using would be 6 lakh rupees Tesla GPU. Even laptops don't cost that much. That is the quality of GPU that they are providing. They're providing you with the best possible CPUs, that is the 12th Gen Tiger Lake Intel processors, and you are having almost, I guess, 12.68 GB of RAM as well. Okay, and 100 GBs of storage place. So that is what they are providing to you guys for free. Now, any line of code that you're writing right over here, let's just print something out. So print hello world. Any type of program that you're writing right over here, any type of code that you're writing right over here, if you're running this particular line of code, what Colab is doing is, instead of utilizing your computer's resource to run this particular line of code, it is sending this code to the servers at Google. In the Google server right over there, they are running the code, okay, and the output of that code from the server, so it is utilizing servers at Google, okay, then the output from that has taken up from right over here to here, and you are able to see this here. That is the hello world. That is the output that you are able to see right over here. Okay, so that is the basic benefit of using Google Colab. Okay, so you will never burn out your laptop at the end of the day. Okay, so let's go it started right away, guys. So we will go into files. Okay, we'll go into files. We'll click on open notebook. We will go into files. We'll click on open notebook right over here. Inside of our open notebook, we'll be clicking on GitHub. Okay, instead of open notebook, you are having examples, recent, Google Drive, GitHub, and upload. We'll click on GitHub right over here. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is, you want to like open up the video that you are currently watching. So this is the video that you are currently watching right over here. You have to go to the description of this video, guys. Okay, you have to go to the description of this video. Inside the description of the video, you will be able to find notes. Okay, inside the description of the video, you will be able to find notes. Just click on notes right over here. Okay, again, the classes will be for 1 to 1.5 hours. The attendance link, how to give it the attendance, what is the criteria for certificates, everything I will be discussing at the end of today's class, guys. Okay, so this is a notebook that we'll be using. Copy the URL of this notebook. Copy the URL of this website. Okay, Control A, right click, copy. Okay, once you have copied it, come back to Colab, select GitHub, remove everything from right over here, paste this particular link up. Okay, paste this particular link up, and then click on search. Okay, then click on search from right over here. Okay, so right now, as you're able to see, we are having the notebook opening up in our Google Colab. We have the entire notebook that we had right over there opening up in our Google Colab. Like I said, again, guys, those who are, again, if you're not able to understand English, it's totally fine. You can leave the bootcamp. There's no use. Okay, because I won't be able to use any other language. But for attendance, I've already told you guys, don't put a present sir in the live chat. If you're putting a present sir in the live chat, that I consider you to have been an absolute idiot. Okay, if you're not an idiot, don't put a present sir in the live chat. The attendance would be taken up at the end of today's class, not like that. So those people who are putting up attendance, present sir right over there in live chat, these people are idiots. Don't focus upon them. They are just trying to to disturb you from the class. Okay, so the attendance, how to give the attendance, everything else I will be telling you guys at the end of today's class. And I will really be roasting some of the people who are doing this from like very get go. I'm telling you guys, like may look like Carrie Minati, but I also have that kind of traits as well. Okay, great. So let's get started right over here. So you are having the first of all, just most of you might be Indians. If you're not Indians, then as well I will be letting you guys know on a little secret about us Indians. Anything that we are able to start as a new or anything that we want to do for the very first time itself, we usually have some curd and sugar before doing that. Okay, we usually have some curd and sugar before doing that. Okay, so this is called as auspicious. We think about it as being auspicious, as starting a new thing or something like that. Similarly, in programming as well, whenever you are starting out with a new programming language, when you're starting out learning a new programming language itself, then at that point of time, we start off by printing hello world in that particular programming language. Now, to know how to print hello world in the programming language does not mean that you know everything. Okay, it's just it is auspicious. Okay, so let's get started with that. Okay, let's create a code right over here and let's write print. In Python, we want to print hello world. So print and then hello world. Okay, to run this particular line of code, you can click on this particular play button. Okay, to run this particular line of code, you can click on this particular play button, or you can press on shift enter. Okay, or you can press on shift enter right over here. So run anyway. As you're able to see, this will run this particular line of code for us, and you will be able to see hello world being printed on our screen after it has connected us with the servers at Google. So it is connecting us with the servers of Google. Okay, so it is okay. So as you're able to see, we are getting the hello world printed on our screen right now. Okay, so let's get started, guys, with the class itself. Okay, so right now I want to do 2 plus 7. Okay, I want to do 2 plus 7 right over here. So I will be doing 2 plus 7, that is 9, and I will be able to get 9 on my screen as well. Now I want to do 2 into 7 as well. But when I'm running this, you will be able to see that I'm only getting 14 on our screen. I'm not getting 9. I'm not getting 9 right over here. Okay, I'm only getting 14 on our screen. Why is this happening? So what happens is Python goes on compiling every single line of code line by line. Okay, it like gives you the answer line by line. The first line of code is coming right over here. It's 2 plus 7. Now 2 plus 7 is 9. Python is doing like, okay, 2 plus 7. I'm getting 9 right over here. Now what the fuck did I do with this particular line? I don't know. Okay, what did I do with this? So you are not telling Python what to do with that particular 9. Okay, you don't tell Python what to do with that particular 9. So Python is like, keep this stuff away. Let's move on to the next particular line of code. The next particular line of code is 2 into 7. 2 into 7 is 14. Python is like, what to do with this particular 14? Again, you have not told me anything. I'm calculating it for fun. Okay, it is seen that there's no other line after this. Okay, there's no other line after this. So Python is like, okay, no issues in that. So I'll just, whatever the output of the last line is there, I will just put it up on my screen. Okay, I will just put it up on my screen right over there. Again, guys, if you are don't disturb the class. If you don't want to study, you can leave the class as well. Don't worry about it. Okay, as well as like if you're not paying attention in the class, I'm just going to make sure that you're not getting the attendance as well. We are keeping, so don't think of us as fools. I'm a programmer for 4 years. We are taking a very good roll call from the live chat itself. Everybody who is writing present sir in the chat section, we are taking down their names in an Excel sheet, and those students are not going to get any certificates. You attend the session for 7 days, you submit the project as well at the end, you are not going to get the attendance link because you have violated the community rights. Okay, this community has some rules and regulations that we have set up. If you are not interested in studying right over here, we are not going to give you the certificates as well. That is as simple as that, because we have the utmost control over which particular person to give the certificates and which to not. So we have that entire control. So that's totally up to you. Continue writing present sir, and then next time you will be emailing us, sir, I didn't get my certificate. I attended for 7 days. I not got my certificate, sir. And that in very shabby English. And I will also apply in the shabby English that you write present, you not get certificate. Enjoy. Okay, so if you want to study, if you want to get certificates, don't disturb the class. Okay, don't disturb the class. Okay, so right over here, Python reaches to this particular line of code, and there it is able to see Okay, these guys are total idiots. I just put it up in the live chat. I think so. Most of them aren't even listening to me. They are just seeing that people are writing present, sir, and they are like, "Ki, let's go to the flow." And these type of people never get placed as well. But these are the people who will always go with the herd. You'll find these people after 2 years jobless. And they will be like, sir, we did a lot of, we went to like college as well. I got this much GPA, but I didn't got a job because you're an idiot. That's why you're not getting a job, man. Okay, so right over here, as you are able to see, okay, we are having 2 plus 7, and then we are having 2 into 7 right over here. Okay, so 2 into 7, Python is reading that, it is looking at, okay, 14, and is printing it out on your screen. But you want 9 as well on your screen as well. Okay, you also want 9 on your screen as well. For that, you have to tell Python what to do with that particular 9. Okay, you want to tell Python what do you want to do in that particular 9. Okay, so you have to tell Python that print this particular result, print it to your screen. Okay, print it to your screen right over here. So I'm running this particular line of code. Okay, as you're able to see right now, you're telling Python that 2 plus 7 is 9, and then you want to print it out on your screen. Okay, you want to print it on your screen. You're getting 9 as well as 14 on your screen. But now this is not a good way to write a code. Okay, this is not a good way to write your code. Why is that the case, guys? Because 2 into 7, if I'm writing any new line of code after that, then that won't get printed on my screen. That won't come up to my screen itself. That is the reason why, if you want it to your screen, always use the print function. Print is an inbuilt function in Python that basically asks Python to print something to your screen. Okay, to write something on your screen itself. Right now, the right way to do that would be to write print right over here, and then run this particular code. And as you're able to see that we are getting 9 and 14 on our screen right over here. Okay, 9 and 14 on our screen right over here. The next thing that you have to do is, like I said, we have already printed hello world on our screen as well as the first thing that we had to do. The next particular topic that comes into mind while dealing with any programming language is functions. Variables. Variables are a very important part of any programming language. Okay, so let us try to understand why functions are used and what is the exact use of functions itself by an example that you guys are able to understand. Like I said again, there is no need for you guys to know programming. We are taking everything from scratch. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so let's get started right over here. So you are a programmer. Okay, you are a programmer. You have recently shifted to Bangalore. Okay, you have recently shifted to Bangalore from right over here. So let us make you look like a cool ass programmer. Okay, my drawing is not that good, and I feel as if he looks like me as well. Okay, so you're a programmer. You recently shifted to Bangalore. Your salary right now is 1 lakh rupees per month. Okay, that is your salary. An average salary is around 1 lakh rupees per month. So that is your salary right now. Next, what you are having is you went out right over there and you bought, like, you got a house for rent as well. The rent of your house, let's say, is 15,000 rupees per month. Okay, you are also like, you're a programmer in a big city, you want to get a bike or something like that. So the EMI of your bike that you have got is also 15,000 rupees per month. You also go to the gym. Again, you're a programmer. Every morning you are drinking coffee, going to the gym. Okay, so the gym membership fees is 5,000 rupees. Right now, you're in the taxable bracket of the earning population of India. So you are getting a tax rate of, let's say the rate is 0.3. Okay, the rate is 0.3 right over here. So as you're able to see, this is the salary, rent, EMI, gym membership fees, and your tax rate. Okay, now you are like, hey dude, I'm a programmer, of course I'm not going to like every single month sit down and pay my rent or pay my EMI or pay my gym membership, calculate my taxes, pay my taxes, or maybe like not maybe calculating my savings per month and all those kind of stuff. You don't want to do that. Okay, you directly want to write a program that is able to do all these different things for you. They're able to do all these different things for you. So you have written a 10,000 lines of program. Okay, you have written 10,000 lines of program that is able to do all these different things for you. Okay, okay, so Gordon Hangover, first of all, your name is such that I am not able to understand if that's a real name or not. Okay. And second, like, yes, I'm a particular person that can judge because I'm not in your shoes right now. I was in your shoes. Okay. I'm moved way past beyond that. And I have a lot of experience. I'm teaching right over here for free. If you don't appreciate it, you can leave. I don't care about that. For me, it's extremely important that whatever I'm doing it perfectly. Okay. Now, due to the people writing present sir in the live chat, the people who actually have doubts, I'm not able to cater to them. That is your mistake, Gordon. Okay. So that keep that in mind as well. Okay, that people who are writing present sir, I'm not able to see the actual doubts the students are having. If I'm not able to see that, I'm not able to reply back to them. If I'm not able to reply back to them, this is like a recorded video for them. They're not able to gain anything from this bootcamp. So at the end of the day, the loss is of the students. I'm not gaining out of this anything. Okay, in this entire bootcamp of 7 days, I earn 500 rupees from YouTube. My salary is 4 lakh rupees per month. Does that 500 rupees amount to anything for me? Even my setup is more costly than that. So I don't do this for anything else. Okay. So for me, it's very simple. If you guys appreciate it, write down your doubts in the live chat. I will take up my time. I'll answer every single doubt that I feel like is something that I've taught up till now and people are having doubt in this. Okay. But that is totally up to you. I don't care about these type of people anymore. First, I used to care about them as well. That dude, why are you not studying? This is very important for your career and everything. And then I came to the realization that some people are just fucked up in the head. So there's nothing that can be done for them. So just like leave them alone. Those people who really want to study will just cater to them itself. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. So you have written 10,000 lines of code right over here that does all these different things for you. Okay, that does all these different things for you. So what you have done right now is, so for example, you want to calculate your taxes. So you will be like, okay, so 0.3 multiplied by 1 lakh, then you are having minus. So your rent and your EMI are deductible for them. So you are having 15,000, that is your rent, minus 15,000, that is your EMI. So that is a deductible, tax deductible amount. So you are having 0.3 into this, that is your tax right over here. Now you want to calculate your savings. Okay, you are calculating your savings. For that, you are having 1 lakh rupees. Okay, then your expenses. So that is by 15,000 minus 15,000. Then you are having your gym membership. Okay, then you have to minus the taxes as well. Then only you will be able to get the savings. Okay, then only you will be able to get the savings. So you will be writing 0.3 multiplied by 1 lakh minus 15,000 minus 15,000. And that will give you the taxes that you have to deduct. And this is how you are able to get your savings. Okay, so there will be many number of calculations like this in the entire program itself. Many number of calculations in the entire thing right over here. Now, what you want to do is you are having a very bad landlady as well. Okay, so you're having this landlady right over here. Okay, and okay, so this is not an appropriate drawing. Okay, so this is your landlady right over here, and she's a very mean landlady. Okay, she's a very mean landlady right over here. So she gets to know that you are a software engineer. She also lives in Bangalore, and of course she knows that the people who are your software engineers earn a lot. So she has basically said that, okay, so I'm raising your rent from 15,000 rupees to 20,000 rupees. I'm raising your rent from 15,000 rupees to 20,000 rupees because you can afford that. Okay, if you want to continue living right over here, you have to pay me 20,000 rupees from the next month. Now the problem is that every time that something like this in terms of money is happening right over there, you have to go back through the 10,000 lines of code. You have to go back through these 10,000 lines of code right over here and update the 15,000. Wherever you have used 15,000 for your rent, update it to 20,000. You have to update it to 20,000 from right over there. Okay. So now somebody would be very smart. Okay, somebody in the live chat would be very smart that, sir, why to do that? I can just do a control F. I will find and replace all the 15,000 by 20,000. Okay, all the 15,000, I will replace it by 20,000 using control F and control R, find and replace. Now I'm like, okay, just tell me this, that how do you know that this particular 15,000 is for EMI and not rent? How do you know that? You have to go line by line, okay? You'll have to go line by line inside the code itself and see every single 15,000. Try to understand whether this 15,000 was for rent or this particular 15,000 was for EMI. And then you will be increasing that 15,000 to 20,000. Okay, this is a huge problem for you. Every time a particular number increases or decreases, you have to go in the code and you have to write every single thing right over there. There should be a very easy solution to this, and that is where the concept of variables come into place. That is where the concept of variables come into place. Okay, so now in terms of variables, what you want to do is you will be assigning a nickname to all these values. For example, 1 lakh will be referred to as salary. Okay, SAL. 15,000 will be referred to as rent. 15,000 will be referred to as EMI. 5,000 will be referred to as gem. 0.3 will be referred to as rate. You will give a nickname to all these values. Now, instead of writing your code like this, as you're able to see on the screen, instead of writing a code like this, you'll be writing rate multiplied by salary minus rent minus EMI. Similarly, calculating is equals to tax. Again, creating a nickname to save it right over here. Right over here to calculate your savings. So save is equals to sal minus rent minus EMI minus gym minus tax. So right now, even if your landlady is coming into the picture and telling you to raise the rent from 15,000 to 20,000, instead of going back through your entire code, instead of going back to your 10,000 lines of code, what you have to do is you just have to come right over here. You just have to come right over here, remove this 50,000 and update this value to 20,000. Now, wherever in your code, wherever you have used the word rent, that value now refers to 20,000. The value now refers to the new value, that is 20,000. You don't have to go back to your 10,000 lines of code to be able to do that. Are you able to understand this? Just like instead of calling you Shaurya again and again, okay, I can just give you a nickname. Okay, I can just give you a nickname. Instead of calling you by Shaurya, Rakesh, such a long name, I can just call you by your nickname itself. Like you must have like a nickname at your house as well. Think about it in the same way. Right now, you're giving values as the nickname. Okay? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. For those guys whose screen is a bit blurred or they are not able to see things clearly, I am able to understand that you are using YouTube for the very first time. Okay, no worries in that. You can just go to settings. Okay, select the quality of the video and increase the quality of the video to 1080p or 720p. You'll be able to see it very clearly. Okay, great. Okay, you guys are so smart, man. Great, amazing, guys. Everybody is able to understand it. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so right now what you have to do is the next thing that you need to understand is how to create a variable in Python. To create a variable in Python, let's say that you want to create a variable rent is 15,000. To be able to create that in Python, you just have to write rent, that is the name of the variable. The nickname that you have to assign is equals to 15,000. Just like in normal English itself. Nothing else. This is Python code right over here. Rent is equal to 15,000. You have created a variable. Okay, what does this variable mean right now? You basically what you're doing is you are creating a box. Okay, you're creating a box called as rent. Okay, you're creating a box called as rent, and inside that box you're having 15,000 as a value that you're keeping inside of it. Okay, you're creating a box called as rent, and inside of that you have a coin that has the value of 15,000 on it. This is the exact representation of variables as you're able to see right over here. Okay, okay. So let's continue from right over there. Okay, so right over here we have created a variable called as month. Okay, we have created a variable called as month. Month is equals to 12. Now anywhere you are using month, anywhere that you are using month, it refers to the coin, it refers to the value that has been saved inside that box. It refers to the value that has been saved inside that box. So print month will print me the value that is 12 on my screen. Okay, will print me the value that I got on my screen right over here. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, great. So right now I'm having this particular, let's look at one more example from here to understand the concept much more clearly. Guys, what will be your answer if I'm writing A is equals to B? Sorry, let me say A is equals to 3, B is equals to A, and A is equals to A plus 3. So what will be the answer of A comma B? Write in the live chat. For example, the value of A comma B, value of A is 9, value of B is 12, then write 9 comma 12 in the live chat. After running these 3 lines of code, guys, what do you think would be the value of A comma B? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know what will be the value of A comma B? Please put it up in the live chat. I'll just bring my water in that second. Okay, I'm bringing my water. Give me a second. Okay, so many of you have written 6 comma 3 in the live chat. Any other values that I'm able to see right over there, guys? Anybody who's thinking differently? Okay, anybody who's thinking differently right over there? 3 comma 6, somebody is writing 3 comma 6 as well. Okay, anybody thinking that it would be 3 comma 3? Okay, so now let us try to visualize this. Again, anything that you're not able to understand, try to visualize it as much as possible. Okay, so first we are creating a box called as A. First thing that we are doing is we are creating a box called as A with the value 3 inside of it. Okay, so whenever you are using a variable on the right hand side, whenever you are using variable on the right hand side, it refers to the value that it contains. Okay, whenever you are using the variable on the right hand side, it refers to the value that it contains. When I'm writing B is equals to A, that does not mean that I'm creating a box called as B and I'm putting the box called as A inside of it. No, this is not what is happening. Okay, you are basically creating a box called as B. Okay, you're creating a box called as B and you're putting the value that is there inside of 3. You're creating a clone of that value. You're creating another 3, a clone of this particular 3. You're putting this 3 inside. So now your B also contains 3 right over here. Now again, you're having A is equals to A plus 3. On the left hand side, if you're having a variable that refers to the box, you're having the variable on the right hand side, it refers to the value. So if you're having A plus 3, that means the value inside of A is 3. So 3 plus 3, that is 6. So now the new value on A is 6. So A is equals to 6, B is equals to 3. So the answer will be 6 comma 3. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Okay. Let us look at something else. Now, one of the best things with Python is it tries to make your life as easy as possible. That is the use of Python at the end of the day. As a programmer, it tries to make your life as easy as possible. Okay, for example, right over here you are having 3 variables that you're creating. Height is equals to 3, length is equals to 6, width is equals to 2, and then you're writing volume is equals to height into length into width. You're having volume is equals to height into length into width right over here. So what will the value? So you are having height 3. So on the right hand side, so 3 into 6 into 2, that is 36. Okay, 3 into 6 into 2, that is 36. So I'm printing out volume on your screen. You're able to see that we are getting 36 right over here. Okay, you're having 36 right over here. Okay, so right now what we want to do is we want to look at how we can make it easy to use as well. So in Python, you instead of writing 3 lines of code, instead of writing this into 3 different lines, you can place it in the single line as well. You can just write height comma length comma width is equals to 3 comma 6 comma 2. That is the exact same thing as writing height is equals to 3, length is equals to 6, width is equals to 2. What is happening right over here is 3 is getting assigned to height, 6 is getting assigned to length, 2 is getting assigned to width. And if I'm running this particular line of code, you are able to see that still we are getting 36 as our answer. We are still getting 36 as our answer right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. This is the use of Python. It tries to simplify your code as much as possible. It tries to simplify your code as much as possible, guys. Okay. Okay. Now, when you're creating a variable, you are giving it a name. Okay, giving it a name. Now, these names are associated with some rules. Okay, these names are associated with some rules in Python. There are 6 rules in Python that are associated with naming a variable. The first rule is that you should start a variable name with an alphabet or an underscore character. Okay, you start a variable name by so for example, you are having your variable name as rent. Okay, you are having the variable name as rent right over here. So the variable name is rent. The first letter can be small a to z, capital A to z, or zeros or an underscore. Okay, or an underscore. The first letter can be small a to z, capital A to z, or an underscore. The next rule is that a variable name can only contain A to Z, small a to Z, 0 to 9 and an underscore, and you cannot start a variable name with a number. You cannot start a variable name with a number. Okay. So right over here, as you're able to see, the rest of the variable name can contain small a to Z, capital A to Z, underscore, and 0 to 9 as well. And 0 to 9 as well, guys. Okay, are you able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Are you able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, I will bring Susie for like in the last 5 minutes. Don't worry about it. She's also getting impatient. She also wants to be live on YouTube. Okay, I'll bring her at the end of the class itself. I will introduce her to you guys. Okay, so you can start off with small a to z, capital A to z, underscore. You cannot have numbers at the start. You cannot have numbers at the start. And the rest of the name, so you can have like James Bond 007 as a variable name, but you cannot have 007 James Bond as a variable name. This cannot be the case. This is acceptable. Okay. The next rule that you are having is you cannot use any special characters in the variable names. Only underscore can be used. No other special character cannot be used in the variable name, guys. No other special character cannot be used in the variable name. Only underscore can be used. Variable names are case sensitive. Okay, what do you mean by case sensitive, guys? That means that small str, okay, capital str, capital str, capital S, capital T, small r, all these will be considered as different variable name, guys. Okay, all these will be considered as different variable names. Okay, please try to remember this. All of these 4 will be considered as different variable names because Python is a case sensitive programming language. Okay, a case sensitive programming language, guys. Okay, next rule is that you do not use reserved keywords. Okay, yeah, Malik, we will be having a DSA bootcamp. I planned for 2 bootcamps. One will be for DSA in C++. We'll be having C++ and let's say like arrays or something like that, and Java and linked list. I'm planning for these 2 bootcamps around the end of July. At the end of July, I'm planning for these 2 bootcamps. I'm trying to make sure that and see, my main point is these bootcamps. Of course, I cannot cover the entire thing in like just 7 days, so I try my best so that you are able to get the basics formulated very well. But the problem with DSA that I'm able to see is there's no project. In these bootcamps, what I do is I teach you guys the programming language, I teach you guys the concepts, and then I have some project at the very end. In DSA, I will be having some questions. Like what I planned is I'll be teaching you DSA, I will be teaching you the programming language C++, and then I will be teaching you, like I will be having some questions I will be doing in the last 2 days. So let's see if you guys will be interested for something like that. One will be in C++ and the other one will be in Java. So let's see like how we'll be able to handle that as well. Okay. Okay. Shit. What I was doing. Okay, yeah. So reserved keywords. You cannot use reserved keywords as your variable name because, for example, print. Print already has some inherent meaning in Python. Print as a keyword has some inherent meaning in Python. You cannot use print as a keyword. Okay, you cannot use print as a variable name. Okay, because it's a keyword. Okay, so right now you'll say, sir, but we don't know what are the keywords in Python. No worries in that. So whenever you are writing some particular word, right over here, if I'm writing a keyword for, Python automatically highlights it for me. Okay, Python automatically highlights it for me, so I already know that, okay, this is a keyword in Python. Okay, and I cannot use it as a variable name. The second thing is, as you will be learning Python, moving on, as you are learning Python more and more, you will easily be able to identify and remember the keywords very easily, so don't worry about it. Okay, yeah. Okay, the next thing that I've also Satyajit Bhorte, I have answered that properly as well. If you have missed it out, just scroll it back, okay, and just watch it again. I've already answered. We are not coding on your local laptop. Why we are using Google Colab. Okay. The second thing is that okay. So we have learned about this as well. So let us look at some of the code right over here. So these are some of the examples of Python variables. Okay. So X, Y, my Python, my underscore Python, underscore my Python, underscore my Python, my Python, my Python, my Python 7. So these are all acceptable variable names. These are all acceptable variable names, guys. Okay, so the next thing is, what are the variable names that won't be allowed in programming? Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, 7, it's starting with 7, it is starting with a number, so you cannot like start a variable name with a number, guys. You cannot have a special character. You cannot have a hyphen anywhere inside our variable name. You cannot use @ inside our variable name. You cannot have a space in between our variable name. You cannot use a reserved keyword in our variable name. So if I'm running this particular line of code, it's showing me invalid syntax. Okay, it shows me syntax error or invalid syntax right over here. Now, what do you mean by syntax in programming? Just like in English language, you are having grammar. Okay, in English language, you're having some rules and regulations that constitute in the grammar itself. Similarly, right over here, in programming, that grammar is referred to as syntax. If you're not following the rules and regulations properly, then you are getting a syntax error, that you are disobeying the rules. Okay, that is why you're getting a syntax error right over here. Okay. Okay, now these were some rules. If you're not following these rules, you will get errors. Your code won't work properly. But there's something called as conventions as well. Okay, there's a big difference between a rule and a convention. Okay, for example, a rule is you shouldn't be murdering people. If you're murdering people, you will go into a jail. You will get punishment for that. So that is a rule. Okay, but a convention for a human being is that he should not eat like a dog. Okay, he should eat with his bare hands, or at least using a fork and a spoon, or a knife and a spoon right over there, and he shouldn't like just take up the entire plate and put his mouth inside it. Okay, so that is a convention. Although if you're directly eating from the plate via your mouth, in that case as well, nobody is going to send you to the jail. Okay, but they will be calling you that you are not a human being, you are an animal. Okay, they won't be sending you to a jail, but they will be not calling you an animal. Okay, they will be calling you an animal at a point of time. The same goes on with programming as well. These were rules. If you're not following these rules, you will get errors. But there are some conventions. Every programming language has its own convention, guys. For JavaScript, it will be different. For Java, it will be different. For C, it will be different. For C++, it will be different. For Dart, it will be different. So for every language, it will be different. For Python, some of the two basic conventions that you need to follow for naming a variable are: try to keep the name of the variable descriptive but short. Okay, the name of the variable should be descriptive but short as well. For example, while taking the inputs for the height of a tree, okay, if you want to take up the inputs for the height of a tree, the appropriate variable name should not be X or H. Although these are short, but these are not descriptive enough. Okay, although X and H as a variable name is short, but it is not descriptive enough. Okay, and if you're writing a variable name as height underscore of underscore the underscore tree, then this is a descriptive variable name. This highlighted name is a descriptive variable name, but it's not short, it's very long. You cannot have this long like variable name itself. An appropriate variable name would be just height. Okay, an appropriate variable name, if you're making an entire program that deals along with just trees, then height will be a more than appropriate variable name. If you're dealing with a particular program that has to take heights for various different things, then height underscore tree would be a appropriate variable name. These variable names are short but descriptive as well. Okay, the next is the Pythonic way of naming a variables. The right way to name a variable in Python is to use all lowercase characters and underscores to separate the word. For example, my underscore height, my underscore lat, my underscore long. These are all Pythonic way of writing variable names where you are having all the letters at underscores and all the letters as lowercase and underscores separating the different words. Okay, so right over here, if I'm running this particular line of code, you're able to see that we are getting no errors right over here. We are getting no errors right over here. But let us remove this. This is not a Pythonic way of writing a variable name. This is not a Pythonic way of writing a variable. Neither is this. Okay, this is called a snake case. This is called a snake case, guys. Okay, this is the Pythonic way. This is not non-Pythonic way. If you are running this as well, you're not getting any error. But you are not called a good Python developer because you don't know the conventions. Just like you were called an animal right over here in the community, we will not call you a good Python developer. In the official language, unofficial language, we call you as noob. Okay, so that is the main thing. So although this will work, you will not get any error right over here. But this is not the Pythonic way of writing the variable name. You have to write it in the snake case itself. Okay, in the snake case. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Amazing. So right over here, we are creating a variable called as rent. Okay, we have put up rent is equals to 1700. In the next line of code, we are having rent is equals to 2000. Okay, in the next line of code, we are having rent is equals to 2000. Now what is happening is this original rent 1700 is getting lost inside the memory of the computer. It's getting lost inside the memory. You cannot recover that 1700 anytime back. You cannot recover that back. Now the value inside the rent is 2000. Okay, this is called as overwriting the variable. The technical term for this is overwriting the variable. That is, when a new value is assigned to a variable, the old value is forgotten. Okay, when a new value is assigned to a variable, the old value is forgotten. Okay. So if somebody is asking what is the difference between Python and Pythonic way of writing code. So like Python is a language and Pythonic type is like the type of writing code, I guess. It's just like you're having human and humanity. Just in the same way you're having Python and Pythonic. Okay, that's the exact same thing. Okay, so right over here 1700 will be lost to us. We cannot recover that back, and this is called as overwriting the variable. That is, when a new value is assigned to a variable, the old one is forgotten. Okay, are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know, guys. Amazing, guys, amazing. Right over here, we are looking at one more thing in Python, how we are able to make things short. Okay, how are we able to make things short right over here. So we are having rent is equals to 1700, rent is equals to 2000. Then you are having rent is equals to rent plus 700. So what will be the answer, guys, of this particular code? Can somebody let me know? What will be the answer of this particular code, guys? Can somebody let me know? 2700. That's absolutely clever, guys. 2700. I'm running this big line of code. I'm getting 2700 right over here. But instead of writing this as rent is equal to rent plus 700, I can write it as rent plus is equals to 700. This is the exact same thing. What this is basically saying is that you want to increment the value on the left by the value on the right. You want to increment the value on the left by the value on the right. So you are adding 700 to 2000 right over here. This is the exact same as writing rent is equal to rent plus 700. Okay, so if I'm removing this particular line, if I'm running this again, you're again getting 2700 on your screen. You can do as rent is equal to rent divided by 700, so divided by equal to, that will be rent is equal to rent divided by 700. You can do rent is equal to rent minus 700. Okay, that will give you 1300 as your answer. You can do rent is equal to rent multiplied by 700. That will give you 14 lakhs as your answer, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so that is the importance of Python. It tries to make it as as short as possible, and this is called as shorthand notation. Okay, this is called as shorthand notation, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, great. Okay, great. Now we'll stop right over here. Okay, I understand that this is the first day. I don't want to overburden you on the first day itself. But please remember, from tomorrow onwards, the class will be for 1.5 hours. Okay, don't start at 1 hour itself that the class is over. I'm telling you from right now itself that the class will be for 1.5 hours. This is the first day. That's why I'm like, okay, I need to discuss about the certificates, about the attendance. That is the reason why I'm leaving you guys right now. But from tomorrow onwards, it will be 1.5 hours of pure classes, because we have to learn a lot, guys. We have to cover a lot. Okay, so we cannot be late. Okay. Okay. So attendance and certificates. So let me just discuss that first of all. Now there are 3 certificates that are associated with this particular bootcamp: the DevTown certificate, the Google certificate, and the Microsoft certificate. Okay, the Microsoft certificate. Now the DevTown certificate, every single day, I'll be showing you a QR code within the class. Anywhere in the middle of the class, randomly, I'll be showing you a QR code. Now this video that you're currently watching, okay, this video that you're currently watching, if you're going to our YouTube channel, you will be able to see that this is a YouTube live video, but the video is available for your lifetime. You are having lifetime access, as you're able to see every single bootcamp that we have conducted up till now. Every single bootcamp that we have conducted up till now, you are able to see all those videos right over here. Okay, all those videos right over here. So you can go to these videos and you can watch it at a later point of time as well. Okay, in the middle of the video itself, okay, I will be showing you a QR code. You will have to fill that QR code. So that QR code, when you're scanning that QR code, you have to use a QR code scanner, okay, on your mobile phone, or if you're having your Android phone, you can directly use the Google Lens. If you're having an iOS phone, you can directly use your camera app to scan that QR code directly. Okay, once you've scanned that QR code, it will open up a Google form. It will open up a Google form for you, which you have to fill up to give your attendance for that particular day. Every single day there will be a new QR code. Every single day you will have to fill up your attendance form for the next 7 days, guys. Okay, now the attendance link will be closed at 12 p.m. midnight. Okay, till midnight the attendance link will be closed. Okay, you can watch the video at a later point of time as well, but the attendance link will be closed at 12 p.m. midnight. Okay, you have to attend the class live. You have to attend the class live. The classes will be from 8 to 9:30 in the evening. Okay, 8 p.m. to 9:30 would be in the evening. The timings won't be changing at all. Okay. Okay. Now those people, now at the end of the program, we will be having a project that we'll be doing. I'm asking you to submit that project. Okay, the same project I will be coding live in the class. I'll be asking you to submit that project as well. Once that project has been submitted, after that you will be receiving those people with the 100% attendance. Okay, those people with the 100% attendance will be getting, that is 7 days of attendance, will be getting the DevTown certificate, just the DevTown certificate. Okay, those people with the 100% attendance or day 7 attendance, as well as the correct project submitted at the end. Okay, project will be the same that I will be doing in the class. I won't be giving you a project that you have to do it on your own. I will be coding it in the class live. Okay, so that same project you'll have to submit it at a later point of time. I'll be giving you plenty of, like 3-4 days I'll be giving you to submit the project. Don't worry about that. How to submit the project, where to submit the project, I will be telling you on the 7th day itself, not right now, on the 7th day. Okay, so those people with the 7 days of attendance as well as the correct project submitted will be receiving the certificates via Google and Microsoft. They will be receiving the certificates via Google and Microsoft. Are you guys clear with this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys clear with this? Please let me know, guys. What is the deadline for the project? How to submit the project? Where the project? All these questions on the 7th day, not right now. Okay. For those who don't know how to scan a QR code, okay, don't worry about it. Just do a Google search. It's as simple as that. Search on Google how to scan a QR code. Okay. Try to be smart. Right now you're going into computer science. How will you like survive if you don't know how to scan a QR code, man? Are you not doing like online payments or something? You're scanning QR codes right over there. Okay. So great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. So let me introduce you to DevTown as well. Okay. So I started DevTown last year. Like I came out of college, I went into job, I figured out that we need to provide something back to the community, and I thought that this must be there like outside on YouTube and everything. And I found out that most of the YouTubers are telling, okay, do this, do that, do full stack, do data science, and you will get placement, and companies like Google, Microsoft will be hiring you. And I'm like, dude, who is spreading these lies? You will not be hired by me as well. Leave Google and Microsoft alone. Okay, so that is the reason why we thought that we should start a non-profit platform like DevTown, where we are able to reach out to the students and tell them the exact truth about what is happening in this right now in India as per placements and companies. This is not as simple. This is a very hard process, man. Now placements have become just like JEE Mains and Advanced. It's a competitive exam, and you have to excel in that. And it has a fixed syllabus as well. Just like JEE Mains and Advanced, it has a fixed syllabus as well. And that is the reason why we started out with DevTown, to provide you guys with as much as possible. These bootcamps that we are organizing for free, there is no cost associated with the bootcamps, neither with the certificates. There is no cost associated with anything. We try to make sure that all these bootcamps are for free itself. Okay. Along with that, whatever suggestions that you guys have, I really appreciate that suggestions, and I try my level best so that we are able to put that before you as well. One of the suggestions was to start off with C++. So right now we have started posting C++ videos as well, as you're able to see. So there is like 35 videos. We are posting every single day, 3 videos per day. And it is covering C++ from the utmost basics, the most advanced level of that language. After C++, we will be doing Java, then we'll be doing Python, then we'll be doing JavaScript as well. Every single programming language that is important, we will be doing all the programming language right over here on our website. And go right over here, learn it for free. There's no charge associated with that. Along with that, on our website as well, if you're going to devtown.in, that is our website right over here, inside of your DevTown Bytes, we have created the DevTown Bytes for you guys as well. You're having cheat sheets, you're having roadmaps, you're having videos, blogs that you can read. For example, if you want to go into roadmaps, okay, you want to look into a front-end web development roadmaps. As you're able to see, there are a lot many roadmaps that we have created. You want to learn about a front-end web developer roadmap. You can just open it up. You can download the roadmap as well. It has listed every single thing that a front-end web developer should know at the end of the day. Okay, so you can just look at it and learn from it. And everything right over here is for free. We don't charge anything. Okay, you have cheat sheets as well. For example, right now we are studying, let's say, do we have a Python cheat sheet? I don't think so. Let's say we are having a JavaScript cheat sheet right over here. So this is a JavaScript DOM cheat sheet. And just go through these cheat sheets, everything that is important right over there that you need to revise. We have provided it right over here, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this is something that we are doing. We are continuously improving as well. We are trying to take up a much more number of programs related to IoT, related to DSA, related to computer programming. We have planned for cybersecurity as well, but it will take time. Okay, it will be a bit slow, but we are trying our very best so that we are able to give as much as possible to you guys. The only thing that we request from you guys is your support and nothing else. Okay, because see, what happens is right now we are in talks with Amazon as well as Postman, as well as 1 or 2 more companies, to be able to provide you guys with more and more certificates from these boot camps. We are only able to do that if you guys keep on supporting these boot camps. And the only thing that we want from your end is just your support and nothing else. You can show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Why I'm asking this from your end is because when you are liking the video, subscribing to the channel, the community is growing. These companies are able to identify that, yes, like the community is getting something from these boot camps, the community is learning something from these boot camps, and they're enjoying the process as well. And when they are able to do that, then the companies are also able to understand that this is something that is making change. So they are also offering you guys at the end of the day more certificates, and you don't even have to pay for them. For example, the same Google and Microsoft certificate, if you are going anywhere else, it will charge you 2,000 to 3,000 rupees per certificate. But due to all the love and support that you guys have given us for the last 1.5 years, we are able to make sure that you guys, your support is being rewarded. So the only thing that we are asking from you guys is to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It takes just 1 minute. Okay, we are not asking you for any type of payment. We are not asking you for any type of work as well. The only thing that we want to make sure is that if you are able to understand everything that I'm teaching, if you are really interested, that it keeps me motivated as well at the end of the day. Okay, so like I also feel that whatever hard work that I'm doing, like before this as well, I was taking up a boot camp. Right now, I'm taking up a boot camp. After this, I have 2 hours of classes as well at the end. So whatever efforts that I'm able to put in the morning, having my office. So after office, I'm able to do this. Whatever efforts I'm able to put, I feel that the students are able to reciprocate that as well. Okay, so that is the reason why, guys, it will take a minute. Okay, right now there are 3,200 of you live with us as of this particular point of time. 3,200 of you live with us right now. The only thing that I'm asking you guys is your support, nothing else. Is your support and nothing else. And you can show that by just liking the video and subscribing to the channel. That's it. I'm not talking to like a lot of different things that I'm asking from you. You just scroll the video a bit down and just do that in 2 seconds. Okay, just 2 seconds it will take for you guys. Okay, let's keep a goal. Okay, let's try to make sure that we are able to reach 2,900 likes. Okay, can we set that as a goal, guys? Please let me know. Can we set that as a goal? Can we take up 2,900 likes, guys? Please let me know. So you guys make up the likes till 2,900. After that point of time, I'm getting the QR code. Okay, I'm just bringing in the QR code. Give me a second or two. Okay, you guys make sure that we are getting 2,900 likes, and I will make sure that I'm getting this today's attendance link. Okay, so give me 2 minutes, guys. After that point of time, you guys continue with the liking process. Okay, give me a second, guys. It will take me a second or two to create the Google form, guys. Okay, so please give me a second or two. Again, guys, like the only thing that I'm asking you from you guys is your support and nothing else. I think so that should be justifiable as well. Okay. Okay, so that is the only thing that I'm asking from you guys. If you guys still feel that this is not worth your time, it's totally fine, guys. I'm able to identify, but I will prove that in the next 7 days that this was totally worth your time. As you're able to see, we got almost 17,000 registrations for this boot camp. Okay, we got 17,000 registrations for this boot camp. Just look at this, 16,831 registrations. And only 3,000 students came up for the boot camp. No issues in that. I will always try to make sure that you guys are able to identify and enjoy the boot camps as much as possible. Okay, that is my duty. Okay. Okay. How many likes have we reached? We have reached 2,800 likes almost. Let's take it to 2,900, guys. Okay, one more thing, guys. If you want to reach out to me, okay, you can definitely do that on LinkedIn. Okay, for everyone is going to join into software engineering, you should have a LinkedIn account. This is a social media account for professionals. Okay, so you can reach out to me on my LinkedIn channel right over here. I have to accept so many requests as well. I will be doing that today. Okay, so you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. This is my profile, Shaurasana, co-founder at DevTown. You can reach out to me right over here. Otherwise, even if you don't want to reach out to me right over there, you can reach out to us on LinkedIn, Instagram as well. We are there on Instagram. So you can reach out to us on Instagram. We try to make sure that every single day we're able to provide you something very informative on Instagram, along with something that is a bit like funny as well. That is our aim. For example, right over here, we have created this meme, okay, related to the boot camp, that is probably thinking about other girls, and he why isn't attendance thing working for the 7 day. So we try to make sure that we are able to like give something important to you guys. For example, git and github commands, okay, in short, so you can just go through these posts. Everything has been provided to you guys right over here. Okay, so you can directly like contact us on LinkedIn or Instagram. You can connect with me on Instagram as well. So DevTown follows just 2 people, Shaurya and Karan Bajaj sir. So he's our mentor right over here. So you can reach out to me. This is my profile, Shaurya right over here. So you can reach out to me as well. It will be great and awesome to be able to connect with you guys as well. Okay. Okay. So let's show the attendance link right now, guys. Like I said, I'm not bragging. See, we are here to create a community. For us, it's very important that everybody is able to connect with each other and make the community grow at the end of the day. That is everything that we want and nothing else. If we are able to achieve that goal of ours, we are very sure that you guys will also be able to help us out in the same process. Okay. Don't worry, I'm also in the same boat. Ghatak, I also have no girlfriend, so we are on the same boat right now. Okay. So the memes and everything, we try our best so that we are able to keep things light and breezy. Again, this is a YouTube video. You can pause the video, you can scroll back the video to watch the QR code once again. So never worry about it. Okay. So right over here, as you're able to see, we have tried our very best to be able to keep the memes and everything a little breezy as well. So this is one of the memes that we were having related to the boot camp. Chatur, teri MNC में job कैसी लगी? And then Chatur is like, पहले ये देखो. So we are trying our very best so that you guys are able to enjoy the learning process as well as learn at the same point of time. For example, let us see 5 reasons that is it is difficult to get into a data science job. Okay, so everything that we are having right over here, we are able to provide you guys with it. Okay, VS Code extensions, statistics, backend coding languages, transfer learning in one post, reinforcement learning, cheat sheet for web development, laws for software developers. Then, of course, a meme as well in the middle. My dog step on a bee. So this was one of the most important and the most used meme that we were able to find. So we thought that we will also include it for us as well. Okay. Okay, so how many of you want to meet Susie? How many of you want to meet Susie? Susie is my dog. Her name is Susie. Like the reel was getting very famous at Apple point of time. Susie with a Z. So we named her Susie itself. And yeah, if you want, like I can bring her up and show you guys. It will be great for her to meet new people as well. The QR code up till that point of time, I'm just keeping the QR code, guys. I'll bring Susie down. Like, give me a second, guys. I'll bring Susie. Right now, she's like very overactive. She just came back from her walk, so I guess. Okay. Susie, do you want to meet new people? Why? मोटी होते जा रही है बस. अरे अरे wait. So this is Susie. Susie, say hi. She is the CEO of our company, Chief Entertainment Officer. We have made her Susie, the CEO of DevTown. Susie, say hi to everybody. Hi, hello everybody. अरे, want to go down? Okay, go down. Go. So that was Susie. Okay. Yeah, and she is the like love of my life, as well as the owner of this company as well. Both of them. She is the breadwinner for this company. Okay. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow, guys, at the same time. Okay, and it will be great to connect with you on LinkedIn, Instagram, anywhere that you want you guys to connect with me. It will be great to talk to you as well, know more about you. We'll meet tomorrow, guys, at the same time at 8 o'clock. Please let me know. Okay, thank you so much, guys. You can leave right now. We are done with the session as well. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So why do most of the founders go to co-founder? A good question right over there, guys. Because you always want somebody to be reliable upon. Okay, of course, like she's not at all reliable, but like I don't have any other option. Okay, she is a golden retriever. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Good night, everybody. I hope that you guys were able to learn something today, and we'll be continuing with data types from tomorrow in Python. And there will be a lot that we'll be doing. Please be on time, and we'll have an awesome class ahead of us. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.